Hi, Caroline here. I'm a QHHT practitioner, and I just wanted to share some information with you. I've been just trying to talk about some of my sessions, some of the things that I've been doing, and some of the people I've been meeting. Yesterday when I spoke to you, I was talking about the Red Superior Beings and Freda Robson, and I think I was explaining that Freda Robson is a trance medium and a clairvoyant. So I spoke to Freda today. We had a telephone conversation. And I just asked her if I had permission to be able to share a little bit about what happened in our QHHT session. And what I mean by that, I don't mean the session itself. It's what took place after the session when she came out of hypnosis. And anybody who's aware of QHHT, what we do is, we use Dolores Cannon's script. She's the one that taught QHHT to loads of people. So she's got thousands of people, practicing her art. And as you know, Dolores Cannon is a legend, and I'm definitely a Dolores Cannon girl. And even in my journey as a practitioner, I've always used her script, and I'm sure a lot of practitioners just use that very first script, which it's just magical. One day I'll talk about that. But so Freda Robson, as I mentioned, she's clairvoyant, trance medium, and of course, because we're moving different fields. I'm into QHHT, and they do channeling and spirit work and wonderful things. So she came for a session, and after the session, she was still like lying on my QHHT bed, and she was just coming through after she channeled the superior beings that give an absolutely amazing the messages that brought through, was just wonderful, really uplifting. So she was lying on the bed, and I was just talking to her, and you gently come out, because when you come out of hypnosis, sometimes you feel like you've been hit by a bus, or you just feel like, because you've been in that quantum field. We have to go up to the quantum field and get these messages, and of course that's a different frequency altogether. So when you come back down to the 3D, you think, so she was stirring, and she was we were chatting away, and I paused the record button, and then she sat up a little bit, and we're just chatting away, and I was going to go and put the kettle on, give her a cup of tea and a biscuit, as you do. And I looked at Freda, and I went, Freda, I said, you look like my mum. And I went, Freda? And I was like, Freda? And then, no kidding, my mum came through Freda. It was my mum's face. My mum had these beautiful green jade eyes, and Freda's eyes are blue. And I saw the eyes. I was like, that's, and my mum came through Freda, and she came over to us and gave us a big hug. And the message was, I've been trying to get to you for a long time, and we want you to be happy. And by that, I just absolutely burst into tears. I was so upset, not upset, but I was so shocked, but I knew it was my mum, and I was able to hug her. Now, that's what I've been told is trance medium. So spirit goes into Freda, and her whole face changes. she goes into what you call an altered state. That's what she said it is. And your loved ones can come through and she'll give a message. And she didn't know what the message was, because obviously it was, you know, it was just used, my mum had used her as a vessel and give me that. So my mum passed away in 2007. So now it's 2026, and when I'd worked it out, it would have been October, her birthday was the 1st of October, it would have been her 80th birthday. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I thought, isn't that wonderful? But obviously I needed to see Freda to see if it was okay to share it, and she said yes it is. So when I was talking to Freda this morning, I was just actually asking a little bit about what she does, because, you know, I'm not in that field. But what she was saying, that she goes into this trance, it's like an altered state, and she says she basically, somebody will come in and just sort of like use her as a vessel, and she gives messages. And so I thought that was very, very interesting. Of course, that's what happened to me. And also she does something, I think she called it, anyway, psychometry. It's like you give her something. So you send her something in the post, and she said she's having some wonderful experiences with this at the moment. And she said, when you've got some time, Caroline, send us something. So I am going to do it. So I will come and tell you about what happened. But yes, so I just want to give a big thanks to Freda Robson. I'm going to mention her here. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to share your QHHT session, your audio, and thank you for letting me share what happened after the session, as in, you know, where she brought through my mum. So I hope this has encouraged you, and if it has, I'm really happy. That's all I would like to do, is to show people that there's more to life than what you are living. We sometimes are living in this world, I don't know how you are all feeling, but sometimes you feel like you're in a washing machine, and you're going to go on, you think you're going on, it changes, and then you're in this spin cycle, and then afterwards you think, oh, right, now it's finished, and then all of a sudden you're in a spin again. And that is all part of ascension. As we know, we're going through the ascension. We're having a lot of help, as we know, from our guides, and from if anyone has checked out that video that I did with Freda, where the superior beings came through, they were saying they're very much involved with the planet and the earth, and they're helping with the awakening and changing the energies and inspiring people. So yes, so thank you for listening, and I wish you all well, and speak to you soon. But I will leave some information in the description box about Freda Robson, and if you want to check her out, and because I know she does readings as well. And yes, so bye for now, Caroline.